Here we are at the end of the spring calving season for many ranches across Oklahoma and the southern plains. That means that these cows are in early stages of lactation, when they're giving the most milk that they'll give at any time throughout the production year. That also means to me that it's a good time to evaluate cows for the soundness of their udders. We've done research here at Oklahoma State University and have found that beef cows that have an unsound udder, perhaps one with one dry or two dry quarters, that they are raising calves that wean at 50 to 60 pounds less than the counterparts that have a totally sound udder. And that means a lot of dollars lost in terms of sale weight of those calves at weaning time. So I think it's very important that we look through these cows and do some selection at culling time and at heifer replacement time to try to improve the udder soundness in our herds. Let's look at some examples of a unsound teat shape, and that's one of the criteria that we would look at. If we have those very large funnel-shaped teats on a particular cow, then chances are that's a situation where there might be some mastitis that has developed in that particular quarter, and eventually it will become dry or non-functional. Compare that with a sounder, smaller teat that is one that baby calf, when it's first born, can get his mouth around and get that colostrum very early in life, which we know is so very, very important. Another aspect of udder soundness is the suspensory ligament. That's the ligament that holds the udder up close to the abdomen of that cow. As some cows get older, that will weaken and allow that udder to sink down close to the ground, again making it difficult for the baby calf, when it first gets up and tries to nurse, to find that udder that might be, or that teat that's hanging way too close to the ground. These are two traits that I would really watch for very, very closely. Research throughout the years has indicated that those things do have a genetic component. Some of the early research with Brahma breeds and other breeds have indicated that it might be 25% heritable. More recent data at Kansas State University just a couple of years ago, where they looked at large numbers of data from the Hereford breed, found that it was even more highly heritable at something in the neighborhood of about 30 to 32%. So we can make progress in our herds by culling out those cows that have those unsound udders and not saving daughters out of cows that we know had that either that very large funnel-shaped teat or the loose, pendulous, weakened suspensory ligament that allowed that udder to get close to the ground. I think if you'll take the time to go through the cows, mark down those with that bad udder, plan to cull them next fall, and then make a note that probably we don't want to save daughters out of that cow. Over time, we can improve the udder soundness of our entire herd and improve weaning weights and our bottom line. Hey, we look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.